Stories in the time of COVID-19. Here's another story for you. The story I'm going to tell you is actually going to be in my new children's book, and it's called The Angel Lailah. There is an angel responsible for everything, and the angel responsible for conception is called the angel Lailah. It is her job to go up to the seventh highest heaven and coax those little souls down to earth. And often they don't want to come because it's really good fun up there. Who would want to come down to this? But she's very good at her job, and she will coax a soul down. And while that soul is travelling down, she tells it stories, but she also tells it the story of the dream of Father Adam. But that's another story for another time. She tells it the story of everywhere that it is ever going to go in its life. She tells it the story of the world, of the universe. And by the time that little soul gets down to earth, it knows everything. She coaxes that little soul into a seed. And that seed she plants in a special room called a womb room. But it's 9 months in the dark, and nobody wants to spend 9 months in the dark. So the angel Lailah sits with that little soul. She lights a candle. Nobody wants to sit in the dark for 9 months. And they exchange stories. That's why, if you're carrying a child, you always feel a bit hotter than you should. It's that candle that the angel Lailah has lit in your womb. The angel Lailah shares stories with that little soul, and that little soul travels the world on the breath of her words. And when it's time to be born, well, it's got used to being in there. It sometimes just doesn't want to come. Sometimes it can't wait. You can never tell with those little souls. But sometimes she has to coax that little soul out. And when that little soul comes into the world, it knows more than its parents. And that doesn't happen again till they're 14. And it knows more than its parents. And the angel Lailah takes a finger, places it on the little soul's lips and goes, shh. No one should travel the world with so much knowledge and so little experience to make sense of it. And in that moment, the angel Lailah shushes. That little soul forgets. And as it forgets, it cries out. Sometimes the angel Lailah has to press extra hard, which is why you have two very defined lines under your nose. Look at other storytellers or people that talk a lot. The lines are usually much deeper because the angel Lailah has had to press harder. But that is also why when you travel through your life, something might happen, I think, and you'll go, I remember this. And it's because you think it's deja vu, but it's because you are remembering that moment that the angel Lailah told you the story of your own life, but you have forgotten. But it's still there, waiting for when you need the information. And that is the story of the angel Lailah, the angel of conception.